Hey guys, it's Nadine here. Sorry if I'm shaking. We were just on a ride-along with Orange County Sheriff deputies regarding texting while driving law hands-free, and there is a overturned LYNX bus, and I'm just going to flip the camera over because I don't think you guys can hear me, but I just need to show you this.
First, though, breaking news at noon, a LYNX bus is overturned on I-4, blocking traffic right now. We are looking at live pictures from our DOT camera showing this crash. It's at I-4 West, right near Orange Blossom Trail. And News 6's Nadine Yanis is live with us over the phone. She happened to be on a ride-along with, I believe, the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Nadine, what can you tell us from the ground?
Yeah, Kirsten, you were right. We were actually with a deputy in an unmarked vehicle working on a story about the hands-free texting bill that goes into effect today when the deputy's like, something's going on here. We were like, we couldn't really see because traffic was busy. And then it parted, and there's an entire LYNX bus on its side. And as we pulled up, our deputy was the first one on scene. He advised OPD, their jurisdiction of the crash, but obviously ran to start saving these people who were crawling out of this LYNX bus from the front windshield, which is shattered out, and also the back, there's a window on top of the roof of the bus, crawling out of that. I've counted 8 passengers. All of them got out okay. The bus driver seems to be the most shaken up and injured. But he's being checked out as we speak now. And there was also another worker who was on his way to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. He had a badge at first. I thought he was also law enforcement, but not Orange County Sheriff's Office, Orange County Convention Center, excuse me. So he was on his way, most likely working security there. He recognized our deputy. Our deputy gave him a hug, but obviously everyone's shaken up right now. I'm counting 8 passengers, nothing official. This is all from us, again, being the first on scene with our off-duty deputy working on another story when we rolled up on this. So obviously we're going to keep working on gathering while we can. There's nobody else here other than dozens of police cars now and ambulances and fire trucks. So we'll toss it back to you guys while we keep gathering.
We are staying on top of that breaking news involving an overturned LYNX bus. Sky 6 live right now over I-4 West, blocking traffic near Orange Blossom Trail. And News 6's Nadine Yanis is there. She was one of the first people on the scene as victims were being pulled out of that bus, and she is live on the phone right now. So Nadine, you have an update for us about injuries.
Yeah, so it sounds like the fire department is saying that they have 8 injuries. 8 people are injured. I counted. There were 8 people on board this LYNX bus, including the driver. So it just seems like they're all getting checked out. I got to tell you, Kirsten, as this scene continues to grow, I'm getting more shaken up just realizing what just happened here. Now they have several ambulances. I mean, maybe the scene has doubled since you guys last heard from me about 5 to 10 minutes ago. Everybody looks to be getting either checked out by a firefighter and paramedics or being loaded onto gurneys at this point. Now, let you guys know what I went through, what we went through. We were with an Orange County deputy in an undercover vehicle on a ride-along to do a story about the hands-free bill. We were on our way over to the 417, but he wanted to go through I-4 to see if there were any active construction zones. That's when we saw that traffic was backed up. And then once the deputy kind of went around, we saw this LYNX bus turned over. I don't know if you can see from Sky 6, there's another person being, 2 people about to be walked to some ambulances on gurneys right now. One of the folks I actually spoke to, the gentleman in the orange shirt going on a gurney, is working at the Orange County Convention Center. When he was originally pulled out of the the sunroof, I think it's like a glass at the top of the bus, he was pulled out from there, not from the front windshield, which is shattered. But when he was being pulled out, I saw a badge, so I thought he might have been law enforcement as well. Turns out he must be working security of some sort over at the Orange County Convention Center, where hopefully he's okay. I know that when I spoke to him briefly, he said that his back was hurting. But again, so the fire department is saying 8 injuries. There were 8 passengers, and it seems like they're all getting checked out now.
So Nadine, just for reference, were you able to talk to all 8 people? Were you able to make contact with all of them? And what can you tell us about their states, both? Are they okay? I know you're saying minor injuries, but we're seeing a large response here with a lot of personnel.
So, Justin, when we rolled up, literally they were being pulled out. Like, this must have just happened. So for me, it wasn't about getting conversations right away. Obviously, they were all shaken up. The goal was to get everyone out and see who was okay. The last person to come out was the bus driver, and he was in shock, obviously. Our off-duty deputy, our Orange County deputy who we were with was the first on scene. Like I said, we were the first crew here, and he ran to him. I just spoke to the deputy right with. He said his main concern was to make sure everyone was okay. I think the bus driver seemed like he was the most hurt, but everyone is getting checked out. A lot of injuries and a lot of shock. There's a couple of people just crying. First thing they do is call their loved ones, and so we just, of course, I wanted to stay back for a second. I talked to just a few people, including the bus driver, very quickly to see how he was doing, and that one Orange County Convention Center worker. And the bus driver, when I spoke to him, obviously in shock, and I think he might be seriously hurt, but he just said he felt a wiggle, and his main concern was for the passengers here.
A bus overturns on busy I-4. 9 people are hurt. New at 4, we are hearing from the people on board the bus. News 6 was first on scene right after the bus flipped just before noon. This is News 6 at 4. I'm Julie Broughton.
I'm Ginger Gadsden. And I'm Lisa Bell. News 6's Nadine Llanos joins us live near where it happened, I-4 at Orange Blossom Trail. And Nadine, this all happened when you were riding with a deputy.
Lisa, he was the first deputy to respond to the scene. We were working on another story, and he said there was some unusual traffic, getting around the traffic to check it out. And that's when we saw passengers walking out of where the windshield once was on that bus.
Be careful pulling him out. Support his neck.
Watch his back.
We pulled up right as Good Samaritans were pulling passengers out of the emergency hatch on the bus's roof.
You can stand?
Everybody's fine.
Orange County Master Deputy Greg Ritker, the first on scene, went first to the bus driver.
We're going to go ahead and get you stood up, all right?
He was real concerned about the other passengers and getting them out first. And some of the passengers had already escaped through the back hatch and through the roof emergency exit hatch.
Many of them clearly shaken afterwards, on the phone telling loved ones and the Good Samaritans who helped pull them out what happened.
He and I were in the very back, and I slid against, you know, when the bus turned. I was listening to my radio, and then suddenly, boom. You all right, sir?
Yeah. Oh, we've seen better days.
This while passenger Emilio James, on his way to work at the Orange County Convention Center, told the story to us.
See, the bus was just swinging and a car was coming side of him there, and I thought he was going to hit that car anyhow when he shifting, and the bus was just going and turning.
Give me 1 second, sir.
That's right around the time Deputy Ritker got the bus driver out.
There's a turn, a wiggle turn. The bus tipped to the side and started sliding. I tried to straighten it out.
You're okay. It's all going to be okay.
Yeah, if you look inside and saw where the passengers were and laying and all, I mean, none of them were seatbelted in, so they were bouncing around in there. It could have been a lot worse.
And if you take a look, I-4 westbound is now open again after about 2 hours. Now, we spoke to not only a Good Samaritan, but someone who witnessed the crash. We're going to hear what he says he saw in my story tonight at 5 o'clock. Ladies, back to you.
What an intense situation. Nadine Llanos reporting live for us. Thank you.
First, though, new details on a bad crash along I-4. A LYNX bus overturns, leaving 9 people hurt. News 6 was first on the scene to tell you about this story at noon. A road has since reopened, and now investigators are questioning what happened. Glad you're with us. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Lisa Bell. This all happened in the westbound lanes at Orange Blossom Trail. News 6's Nadine Llanos was there just minutes after this crash. So, Nadine, do we know how those people are doing tonight?
Well, Lisa, they were taken to area hospitals to be checked out. No serious injuries. And when we pulled up, you said it, we were there seconds after this crash happened. We saw passengers walking out of the front of the bus where the windshield was. This LYNX bus on its side. We were with a deputy working on another story, and he happened to be the first responder who rushed in to help.
There's a turn, a wiggle turn. The bus tipped to the side, started sliding.
As he waited for the ambulance, the LYNX bus driver told us what he remembered happened before he had to be pulled out where the windshield once was after a crash that shut down I-4 today.
Hey, brother. Can you get up or no?
News 6, the first one on scene with an Orange County deputy who helped get him out of the bus this afternoon. On the ground after construction workers and Good Samaritans, like this witness who didn't want to go on camera, had to cut him out of his seatbelt to get him down.
The driver was still pinned into the seatbelt.
This witness seen everything seconds before.
We had gone over the bump right here on the bridge, and I'm assuming it had lost control or one of the tires came up and it started to fishtail. And then he overcorrected and then overcorrected again and smashed into the, when he hit the guardrail, he flipped over.
Our cameras rolling as Good Samaritans also used the emergency hatch on the bus's roof to pull other passengers out.
You all right, sir?
Oh, we've seen better days.
Better days, but grateful today no one was seriously hurt. One by one, all of the passengers were taken to hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries, clearing the way for the wreckers to flip the bus back over.
Yeah, we were very lucky on this one.
And not only seeing that video, but being there today, it really was shocking to see and grateful to know that everyone was going to be okay. No serious injuries again. Now, there were LYNX representatives on scene. We had asked them if they wanted to make a comment with us. They said no, we are still waiting on official statement from them. Reporting live from Orlando, I'm Nadine Yanis, Getting Results, News 6.
Just incredible images, and again, so thankful that no one was seriously injured in that. Nadine, thank you.